Welcome to Willow Springs Raceway, the fastest and today coldest road in the West. We've left Canada where it was warm, ironically, but we can't get away from the Canadians. Our next guest is a transplanted Canuck, but more importantly, the winningest active open-wheel driver in America, with 29 or is it 30 wins?
Better get it right, Tom. 30 wins.
Paul Tracy, 30 race wins. The face of Champ Car for sure. A friend of mine, I've tried to keep you off the show, but the demand just became overwhelming, so we're happy to have you on. You're racing a Lexus at Daytona. Welcome to the Lexus Test Drive.
It's great to be here, and obviously it's exciting. The car looks nice. I really like the car. It's more of a sporty-looking car than a big sedan, so it's going to be a lot of fun doing this show.
It's just a technological tour de force. It parks itself. It's got an 8-speed transmission.
Parks itself. I need to buy one of these for my wife then.
Yeah? Put those...
Keeps dinging up my C22s.
Klaus doesn't just ship new ones? He does, but he probably doesn't like it.
I got a bunch of big dingers in the chrome.
Well, maybe we'll have to get Patty in one of these things.
Exactly.
Now, you had a rough year, but you've had a stellar career. You've won virtually everything there is, except the 24 Hours of Daytona. You're going down there with Lexus. That's first on the agenda?
Yeah, first race of the year for me is going to be the 24 Hours of Daytona with Mike Shank and Lexus, so I'm excited about that. 06 was really nothing to write home about, but, I've had worse years in my career, and we just, refocus for this year and really just concentrate on Champ Car with the new car, and not kind of spreading myself out thin and doing NASCAR and a bunch of other things. So I'm just going to focus all on Champ Car and get back in the winner's circle.
Now, that car is pretty high-tech as well. This one is, one of the features on this is for the first time you can turn all the electronics off in terms of stability control, traction control. You might want to leave that on, but I'm going to hop in here where it's warm, cozy. It's silly to stand out here in the wind. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right. What do you think, Pete?
I like it. The car is very user-friendly, using the touchscreen nav and the stereo and all the gauges controlled.
And the nav system, if you've used some of the other ones, this one is so slick. Touchscreen, you can move yourself around. The nav is almost worth the price of admission by itself.
Well, I'll tell you what, I haven't come across any car that has as good as a nav system and as well-detailed maps as Lexus has.
Uh-oh. Here comes
bringing the big Japanese giant Godzilla down the inside at 130.
Are you Godzilla?
Getting a little bit of wheel hop here.
Yeah? What do you do in wheel hop? You learned that in NASCAR. How do you fix wheel hop?
Push the clutch in, Tom.
There you go. Yep, the clutch. Now, in NASCAR, high gear is fourth gear. This car has an 8-speed transmission. What do you think about that?
Pretty incredible. As I was sitting in the car and just going through the gears, I was like S1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I guess this thing doesn't have an abundance of huge power like some of the other big sedans that are out there now, so it's using a lot of close ratio gears to make up for that.
You trying to put me to sleep there?
You left the door open there, Tom.
Have you ever seen a door that looks closed?
No, not usually. Usually when it's closed, I think it's open.
That's what I was getting at.
They call that the green door.
I don't want to make you feel bad on TV, but I don't know if you noticed, but mine's longer than yours.
Really?
My Lexus is longer than yours. I have the L, the long wheelbase version.
You got the long wheelbase version?
Yes.
It probably handles a little bit better in the fast sweepers.
You think? Does this car have enough sizzle for you? I know you like people to know when you get there.
No, it's got curb appeal. Obviously, I think it could use a little bit more of a stylish wheel. Maybe instead of an 18, a 19 or a 20 stock.
Cars are getting more and more aggressive, and if you're the luxury segment, it's got to be a performance car as well. What do you like when you on the street?
I've had all the cars. I've had all the sports cars, the Ferraris, the Porsches, all that kind of stuff. But I do like the more refined look. You know, these cars are very subtle. Obviously, they've got their electronics is second to none. For an $80,000 car, you just don't find this in anything other than a Lexus. Ooh-wee. The tires are howling like an old coyote standing on the hill.
Now talk about the steering. They've gone to an electric power steering system instead of the mechanical that runs off the engine. It's more efficient, but it also allows it to be more tunable. What do you think about the steering?
Well, it's very light. It just feels what it is. It feels electric feeling. There's really not a lot of road feedback. There's not a lot of kickback in the steering wheel. I can feel the grip in the road, but it's not really giving me much of that sensation through the steering wheel. Leaving the door open there for you, Tom. You didn't take the bait. I was getting ready to swipe your nose off.
I know.
Swiper.
This is my first rodeo.
Yeah, I'm impressed. This thing, we've done a lot of laps so far, and the brakes have held up, the tires have held up. You know, and we're not out here just whistling Dixie here.
Hey, test drive ain't no disco.
Hey, what does Hakkinen think when he tried to chase you around Hockenheim?
He's like, who is this 6'4" hobbler?
You were probably thinking to yourself, yes, quite, Hakkinen.
I want to see you get a stop here. Hey, I can't wait for 07 for you. You know, you're my buddy, but the reason I watch is because I never have the foggiest idea what you're going to do next. And I know you always give it exactly 100%. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, no problem, Tommy. I've been waiting to do the show for a long time, and hopefully, you know, I've been working all winter and getting ready for the season to start, and hopefully it'll start off the right way at Daytona in the 24 hours.
Next, more Willow and more Lexus. Don't go away. We'll be right back.